Hey there, and welcome back to this week's episode of Rival Reviews. Well, as everybody has probably heard at this point, March 1st, Akira Toriyama passed away. We found out, obviously, it kind of looks as if the general public discovered this on March 8th. And I do apologize if this is going to come off as a bummer episode, but I feel as if I would be remiss if I didn't take the time to honor a legend in the anime and manga universe. So that is what this episode's going to be about. I figured what I would do is just kind of give you a little history as to who Akira Toriyama was and his importance to, the subject matter that we all love. And if you don't, I think you might be listening to the wrong podcast. So just, I tried my best to do research and everything else and kind of actually wrote down what I was going to say. Normally I'm kind of right off the cuff, but I might go a bit off script here and there. But anyway, here we go. So Akira Toriyama, a renowned manga artist and character designer, was born on April 5th, 1955. In Nagoya, Japan, in the Aichi Prefecture. He was best known, obviously, for creating some of the most iconic and influential works in manga and anime, including Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump. Toriyama's interest in drawing emerged during his childhood, often spending his time sketching and imagining fantastical worlds. Despite his passion for art, he pursued a job in advertising after graduating from technical high school. However, he found the work unfulfilling and decided to pursue his dream of becoming a manga artist. In 1978, Toriyama submitted his first manga story, named Wonder Island, to Weekly Shonen Jump's editorial department, making the beginning of his professional career. Although Wonder Island wasn't a success, his next work, Dr. Slump, catapulted him to fame. Serialized from 1980 to 1984, Dr. Slump introduced readers to the whimsical adventures of Aral Norimaki, a robot girl and her eccentric inventor, Senbei Norimaki. The series achieved immense popularity and earned Toriyama the prestigious Shogakukan Manga Award. Dr. Slump holds a significant importance in the realm of anime and manga for several reasons. First and foremost would definitely be its innovation to the comedy genre. Dr. Slump is renowned for its innovative comedic style, and what Toriyama did is that he infused the series with slapstick humor, puns, and surreal situations, setting a new standard for comedy in manga and anime. The series appealed to both children and adults, broadening the demographic reach of manga. The character design and world building. Toriyama's whimsical character designs and imaginative world building in Dr. Slump laid the foundation for his later works, including the Dragon Ball that we probably are more known, that is more known to us. His characters like the Aral Norimaki and Senbei Norimaki became iconic figures in Japanese pop culture, showcasing Toriyama's talent for creating memorable and endearing characters. Obviously, the success of Dr. Slump also helped him solidify his Weekly Shonen Jump position as a leading manga artist in Japan. Its popularity also contributed to the growth of the manga industry during the 1980s, influencing subsequent generations of manga artists and creators. And the other thing was, this was also one of the first early adaptations of cross-media adaptations. It received multiple anime adaptations, films, video games, further expanding the reach and influence to the whole world and not just Japan. The success of these adaptations demonstrated the series' versatility and enduring appeal across different forms of media. Overall, Dr. Slump played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of anime and manga, showcasing Akira Toriyama's creative genius and contributing to the medium's evolution. Its impact continues to be felt in the industry to this day, serving as a timeless classic beloved by fans worldwide. Afterwards, Toriyama embarked on his most iconic creation, Dragon Ball. Debuting in 1984, Dragon Ball follows the journey of Son Goku, a young martial artist with a monkey tail, as he quests for the mystical Dragon Balls. which can grant any wish when gathered. The series seamlessly blends action, humor, and adventure, captivating audiences worldwide. Dragon Ball became a cultural phenomenon, spawning multiple manga sequels, anime adaptations, feature films, and video games. Dragon Ball is undeniably one of the most influential and important series in the history of manga. Several of these, obviously, first and foremost probably being global popularity. Dragon Ball achieved unprecedented international success, reaching audiences far beyond Japan. Its popularity transcended cultural boundaries, making it just global. The series has been translated into numerous languages and has a massive fan base around the world. I think it goes to show, especially, that there are definitely people that aren't even anime fans know what Dragon Ball is. And I think that just speaks volumes to the global popularity. The second, probably the most vital, honestly, is that it pioneered the shonen genre. It played a pivotal role in popularizing this genre, and it set standard for action-packed storytelling, featuring intense battles, larger-than-life characters, and epic adventures. Many subsequent shonen manga and anime have drawn inspiration from Dragon Ball. Pretty much you can talk about any shonen that I've brought up on this podcast in the history, looking back, and you can tell that there are inspirations. And, kind of case in point, you talk about the writers of both One Piece and Naruto speaking out publicly after him passing and just talking about how inspired they were by him. And, they're all calling him, Toriyama sensei for a reason. And, I think that speaks volumes in itself, because both of those series in their own right have had massive success. And to, put out there that another artist, and theoretically a competing artist, being the reason for said success, I think speaks volume to the respect that Toriyama is deserved, for sure. And even thinking of, all of these elements that are staple to things like the energy beam, like the iconic Kamehameha, or, the concept of ki, the life energy used to power up to, Super Saiyan volumes and everything else like that. Some of these things you can see just so many different adaptations of that were clearly inspired by, Super Saiyan or the idea of powering up. Character development, obviously really huge in Dragon Ball. It boasts a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique personalities, abilities, and backstories. Characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo have all become legendary figures in anime and manga history, and they influence generations of creators, leaving a lasting impact on popular culture. Merchandising and franchising expansion. Dragon Ball has spawned a vast array of merchandise, including action figures, video games, clothing, collectibles. The franchise's success has led to the creation of numerous spin-offs, sequels, adaptations, movies. It just further and further expanding its reach into cultural impact. And again, kind of just going back to the fact of it being a pure cultural phenomenon, it's permeated popular culture in profound ways, and you see references and homages to in a whole bunch of every media outlet: music, film, television. And, the series has become ingrained in the collective consciousness of multiple generations, and it's left its mark on society. In summary, Dragon Ball revolutionized the anime and manga industry, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to influence creators and entertain audiences worldwide. Its significance extends beyond its original run, cementing its status as a timeless classic and a cornerstone of Japanese popular culture. I think one of the things that, and it's going to be really silly, but I would say one of I feel as if the perfect example of how Dragon Ball Z currently makes me feel, especially like as an adult viewer, is I'm not sure if you've seen it, but if you haven't, just YouTube the commercial that they put out for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Just to kind of give you like a lowdown of essentially what happens in the commercial is it's this, adult businessman in a suit or whatever. He's walking home from work clearly. And then these kids pass by them and they're pretending, that they're shooting Kamehameha waves at each other and going Kaioken and everything else like that. And then it starts, the adult kind of like flashes back to when he was a kid where, Kaioken first happened, and like, if he went Kaioken times 10, it would make him run faster, and his friends would be doing the same thing, and they would be like mock Kamehamehaing, and then like the commercial ends with him back in the living room playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and like the scene is when he does like a huge Kamehameha wave and he screams it at the TV, and it hit. It hit because it's exactly how I feel. I remember being a kid and, waiting for, I think I want to say it was like 8:30 p.m. or something on YTV, the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And, I remember the first time, watching when he went Super Saiyan against Frieza. Or, I remember the intenseness of the Cell games. I remember all of these things. And it's just, it's a very special memory, especially because I still love anime to this day. And I know that the Dragon Ball series, whether it's Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Super, any of them, like, they definitely have had a profound, I guess, inspiration on me. And I don't think that could be said for a lot of different animes. So with that said, to kind of wrap up, I wrote kind of a little final farewell. It's weird. It's kind of almost like it's an obituary and everything. Anyway, basically I wanted to kind of wrap up, I guess, the importance of Akira Toriyama. So I kind of wrote it out as if it was like that. Anyway. With heavy hearts, we bid farewell to a titan of creativity, Akira Toriyama, who departed from this world on March 1st. He leaves behind a legacy that has forever altered the landscape of manga and anime, enriching the lives of millions around the globe. Born on April 5th, 1955 in Nagoya, Japan, Toriyama's journey began humbly, fueled by a boundless imagination and a passion for art. From his early years, he demonstrated an innate talent for illustration, a gift that would later shape the course of his extraordinary life. Toriyama's ascent to greatness commenced with the publication of his debut manga Wonder Island, followed by the whimsical and beloved Dr. Slump. However, it was with Dragon Ball that he etched his name into the annals of history. The epic tale of Son Goku and his quest for the Dragon Balls captured the hearts and minds of audiences worldwide, propelling Toriyama to unprecedented heights of fame and acclaim. Through Dragon Ball, Toriyama pioneered a new era of storytelling, blending exhilarating action, heartfelt emotion, and comedic charm with his signature artistic flair. His characters, from the indomitable Goku to the cutting Vegeta, became cultural icons, inspiring generations and transcending borders. Yet Toriyama's influence extended far beyond the confines of his seminal work. His character designs graced video games like Dragon Quest, his insights shaped the industry, and his legacy inspired countless aspiring artists to dream boldly and create fearlessly. Despite his towering achievements, Toriyama remained humble and an enigmatic figure preferring the solace of his studio to the glare of the spotlight. His devotion to his craft was unwavering, his dedication to his fans unwavering, and his impact immeasurable. As we mourn the loss of a visionary genius, let us take solace in the enduring legacy he leaves behind. Akira Toriyama's creations will continue to captivate and inspire, reminding us that the power of imagination knows no bounds. In the vast tapestry of existence, Akira Toriyama's brushstroke was bold, his vision boundless, and his legacy everlasting. May his spirit soar among the stars, forever immortalized in the hearts of those who cherished his artistry. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Your journey may have ended, but your legacy will shine brightly for eternity. And that's all I want to say this week. I'll see you guys next week. And in the words of Akira Toriyama, tackle life with as much energy as Goku, and I'll try to do the same. Bye-bye.